Have you ever noticed how quickly you say yes, even when every part of you wants to say no? It happens so fast you almost miss it. A favor you didn't have time for, a plan you didn't want, a smile you didn't mean, and afterward, that quiet sinking feeling. Not anger at the other person, anger at yourself for betraying what you actually felt. This is the quiet life of a people pleaser, and if you've lived it long enough, you know, it doesn't end with one yes. It becomes the story you tell about who you are. Psychology has a word for this: fawning. It's one of the lesser-known trauma responses, alongside fight, flight, and freeze. Fawning is what happens when, somewhere along the line, your nervous system decided that your safety depended on keeping other people comfortable. As children, many of us learn this without words. Maybe your home was unpredictable, and harmony depended on your behavior. Maybe approval was conditional. You were loved most when you were useful, quiet, agreeable, or maybe conflict simply scared you. So, you adapted. You became pleasant, easy, low maintenance. You learned that peace came when you disappeared a little. Carl Jung called this the persona, the mask we wear to be accepted by the world. For people pleasers, the mask becomes second skin. And over time, it's not just what you show others, it's who you think you are. Let me tell you a quick story. There was a boy who loved drawing. He'd spend hours sketching worlds only he could imagine. But whenever his parents argued, he would tiptoe downstairs, crack a joke, offer to help. Anything to break the tension. He was praised for being such a good kid. Years later, as an adult, he kept doing it. At work, in relationships, with friends. He became the fixer, the agreeable one, the reliable yes. But inside, his sketchbooks collected dust. And slowly, he forgot what it felt like to draw. People-pleasing often looks kind, but it's not kindness. It's self-protection. It's a survival strategy disguised as generosity. And the cost is your authenticity. Philosopher Søren Kierkegaard once said, "The greatest hazard of all, losing oneself, can occur very quietly in the world, as if it were nothing at all." This is exactly what happens with people-pleasing. The loss isn't dramatic, it's subtle, incremental. One small silence at a time, one postponed dream at a time, one swallowed truth at a time, and then, one day, you look in the mirror and see someone who's been shaped by everyone else's desires but their own. The mask is smiling, but you feel hollow underneath. Psychologist Harriet Breaker wrote, "People pleasers confuse pleasing with loving. You start to believe that keeping everyone happy is how you earn belonging. But love built on compliance isn't real connection. It's performance. And the tragedy is that while you're busy making sure no one ever leaves, you're the one who's been leaving yourself." Jung believed individuation, becoming your true, whole self, requires pulling back the projections that others place upon you. And people-pleasing is exactly what keeps those projections alive. When you say yes to avoid discomfort, you're agreeing to live inside someone else's story. And as long as you keep playing the part, they'll never really see you, only the mask. So, how do you break it? Not by becoming cold, not by cutting everyone out, but by starting small. Pause before you say yes. Ask yourself, is this a real yes or a fear yes? Start naming your preferences out loud, even in small ways. I actually don't want sushi tonight. I need a bit of time to think about that. It will feel uncomfortable at first, because you're stretching muscles that atrophied years ago, and some people won't like it, because when you stop people-pleasing, you stop being predictable. And predictability is what made you useful. But the people who truly love you will stay. And more importantly, you will stay. You'll stop abandoning yourself for the sake of harmony you never truly felt. Here's the truth. People-pleasing is not your identity. It's a habit, one that was once adaptive, and any habit can be unlearned. Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche wrote, "Become who you are, not who keeps everyone comfortable, not who avoids conflict, who you are." When you start living from that place, something extraordinary happens. Your no becomes as honest as your yes. Your relationships become clearer, deeper, more honest. You stop living life backstage and step into the light of your own presence. So the next time that automatic yes rises to your lips, pause, breathe. Remember, every time you betray your truth, the world loses the real you. But every time you honor it, even in the smallest way, you take one step back home. Because at the end of your life, it won't matter how many people you kept comfortable. What will matter is whether you showed up. You were not born to be everyone's shelter at the cost of your own walls. You were born to stand inside the house of your truth. Doors open, but foundations strong.